I told you that I will be in Riyadh on the 22nd of September. The event place was not fixed. The team has now decided the event. It's in the Holiday in Riyadh. Those who are in and around Riyadh and desirous of meeting me may contact the WhatsApp address below or the email. My team would get in touch with you. Good evening and welcome back to Paisa Bolta. Paisa Bolta में फिर से आपका स्वागत. Vinod has taken out the Financial Express again.
No, not again. We were doing Economic Times. A lot of you felt, why are you giving preference to ET? So today
he's bought the Financial Express out and he is going to ask me some questions.
Correct. Vodafone Idea, ringtone is fading by the minute. Capital infusion delayed.
See, the point in Vodafone Idea is they have a lot of debt and they are shrinking market space because they don't have money to invest. And both the promoters, Vodafone and the Kumar Mangalam umbrella, are not willing to sink in money. The longer it takes for them to sink in money, the bigger the money they require. They have already transferred most of the equity to government. Finally, they'll make a public sector company and hopefully they'll merge it with BSNL. That's the idea. Kumar Mangalam does not want to put good money behind bad money.
It's a very sound thing to do.
It's a very sound thing to do, but the government has effectively killed the telecom sector with only Airtel and Jio becoming a duopoly. With BSNL also being an also-ran.
The White House aspirant Ramaswamy, who will never get into the presidency, claims that the H-1B is indentured servitude and we should end this program.
Yes, but I want to ask him, how did his parents get there first?
I'm sure.
Because then he will say, no, they went in another visa.
Correct.
So his parents, who studied in public education.
Those times are different.
Who studied in public education system here and went through our college system at a very low cost. Now have gone there. And he says, no, I have got inside the palace or I have got inside the paradise. Lock the doors.
SBI send borrowers sweet reminders for timely repayment. Fintechs using AI helping SBI offer likely defaulters. Representatives show up unannounced at defaulters' home as they may ignore reminder calls.
So this is basically what it really means is SBI has a distress loan in retail. SBI has been very aggressive in giving retail loans. Obviously they have the quality of the loans are bad,
very bad. Yeah.
And since they are a government bank and their employees are exalted employees who will not do the work, they have had fintech people to do the dirty job for them in collecting the money. This has been going on for some time, and the fact that it has come in the front page of the Financial Express means that SBI has outsourced the money to agents, I may call them fintech, basically agents to collect the money.
Bumper festive season likely. Retailers expect 25% jump up to 4 trillion rupees. What do you think, Anand?
This is very contradictory numbers.
Correct.
Because yesterday, Ambani's website, which is Money Control, said something completely different. RBI did a survey, and RBI said in that people's food inflation has gone extremely high and the monsoon has completely failed in parts of India in August and September because of the El Nino effect.
Yes.
And therefore people do not have enough money for discretionary expense and therefore consumer durable sales has come down and even manufacturing of consumer durables has come down and even manufacturing of apparels has come down dramatically. So that is, you contradict it with the hype that is being created at this point of time. This doesn't look likely.
Tata Sun mulls option to shed upper layer NBFC tax. Conglomerate launch IPO or seek extension in RBI rules. We spoke about this briefly.
I did speak about it briefly in Money Page. In a later date, I'll do a complete program on this. Now, RBI has now told Tata Capital that they have got more than 75,000 crores in assets and therefore they are now become a big company and therefore you cannot remain a private company. That is a privately held public limited company and you must list this company.
We'll talk more about this.
We'll talk more about it in a later program. You can have a full discussion on
because it's worthy of a full-fledged
it's worthy of a full-fledged discussion.
Jindal Steel Park aims at 10,000 crore investment.
This is again big news. That is gas because Jindal Steel and Power was in serious trouble. It was in verge of default and then his brother JSW bailed him out with a purchase for that, and then there was a big mini steel boom where they made a lot of money. For that company to turn around and say within 2 years we are going to invest 10,000 crores or 4,000 crores, whatever is the money, doesn't look like a joke. It does look like a joke because they won't have that capital, and if they are going to borrow at these high rates, they expect interest rates to come down. That's not going to happen in the short term.
This sounds contradictory news. Public sector ranks buoyant on MSME loan growth. 1 minute they're saying
Yes. So this is the problem in newspapers. This is why you should always not trust the newspaper, and you have to look at the rear view mirror. On one end, they are saying that State Bank of India, which is the largest bank in India, saying that they are having trouble and they are using fintechs and agents to collect money. Now, public sector banks are buoyant on MSME growth. The fact remains that MSME has not grown and they are in serious trouble. And even an RBI survey shows that manufacturing activity is down. So any lending today the public sector banks do to MSMEs will boomerang on them, and then that will become a series, another millstone around their neck. Basically, public sector banks will not lend without property as collateral.
Correct.
So basically, this is a real estate loan.
Take advantage of higher interest, the higher rate back home. Small finance banks are offering highest interest rates on NRO deposit. The NRO account allows an NRI to receive funds in India or a foreign currency, and interest rates earned is subject to income tax in India.
So the problem with an NRO account is 30% tax deducted at source. So if you are an NRI and you deposit money in an NRO account, the money you will pay, the interest you gain will be deducted at interest gain is deducted at a higher rate, irrespective of whether you are having taxable income or not. And that's why it will not take off in a big way.